In a shocking turn of weather, the province of Alberta, Canada was struck by a ferocious storm system that brought with it violent hail, destructive winds, and extensive damage across numerous sectors. What began as an ordinary day quickly descended into chaos as dark clouds gathered and transformed entire cities into disaster zones within hours. According to Environment and Climate Change Canada, ECCC, the intense storm was the result of a volatile collision between frigid air masses sweeping down from the north and warm, humid air surging upward from the south. This atmospheric clash created the perfect conditions for the formation of extreme weather. The resulting storm unleashed hailstones with diameters reaching up to 5 centimeters, roughly the size of golf balls or larger, and powerful wind gusts measuring up to 90 kilometers per hour. Numerous communities across Alberta, particularly in the northern and central regions, bore the brunt of the storm. Local residents reported terrifying scenes of large hailstones smashing through windows, denting car roofs, shattering glass panels, and tearing through rooftops. Trees were uprooted and thrown onto roads and power lines, triggering blackouts in several neighborhoods. Vehicles parked outdoors were heavily damaged, with many rendered undrivable. The noise of the hail was deafening. It sounded like a barrage of gunshots on the roof. "We just held each other and hoped it would end," said one shaken resident of Edmonton, whose home suffered severe roof and window damage. Traffic came to a standstill as sheets of hail and slushy accumulation made roadways nearly impassable. Snow removal and emergency vehicles themselves were reportedly stuck or delayed by icy conditions. Major highways, including those serving urban hubs, were closed temporarily to protect motorists from debris and further hazards. In residential zones, the force of the storm was so intense that residents found themselves trapped indoors, unable to open doors that had frozen shut or been blocked by debris. One local reported, "My car was completely entombed in ice. I couldn't even reach it without slipping." Emergency response teams worked overnight to clear fallen trees, restore electricity, and provide relief to those affected. Thousands were left without power, and several temporary shelters were set up to house families whose homes were uninhabitable. "Our teams have been out all night assisting with cleanup and emergency evacuations," said a spokesperson for local emergency services. "We urge everyone to stay off the roads and avoid any areas with downed power lines or unstable trees." Authorities have issued strong advisories urging residents to stay indoors unless absolutely necessary. Weather conditions remain unstable, and further complications, such as flash floods or additional hail, cannot be ruled out. Local officials and meteorologists are continuing to monitor the situation closely. The financial toll of the storm is expected to be immense, with damage estimates potentially reaching tens of millions of Canadian dollars. Property and vehicle insurance companies across Alberta are preparing for a flood of claims in the coming days. Insurance experts warn that the volume of claims could overwhelm processing systems unless emergency protocols are activated. Premier Danielle Smith addressed the crisis, calling for unity and resilience. "We are mobilizing all available resources to assist affected families and communities. The provincial government will ensure swift recovery and support for those hardest hit." Forecasts for the upcoming days offer limited reassurance. The latest outlook from the Storm Prediction Center suggests that, while the storm's intensity may not repeat at yesterday's scale, mild to moderate thunderstorms with accompanying hail and winds are still expected across parts of Alberta, including Red Deer, Peace River, and Edmonton. Hailstones may reach up to 1 centimeter in diameter, with rainfall projected to range between 30 to 50 millimeters. Wind gusts could climb up to 70 kilometers per hour. Meteorologists have also raised concerns about the rising frequency and severity of such extreme weather events. "This isn't just a freak storm," said one ECCC meteorologist. "We're witnessing the increasing impact of climate change right here in Alberta. These types of storms are becoming more common, more intense, and more dangerous." While Alberta has faced numerous natural disasters in the past year, this storm stands out for its sheer violence and suddenness. As the cleanup and recovery process continues, Albertans are left surveying the wreckage of a day that started with calm skies and ended in destruction. Communities across the province remain united in the face of adversity, but the scars left by this storm will take time to heal.